Hello, everyone. Our team's project is looking at the geothermal as a replacement for WPI's current heating system. Our advisors are Professors David Medich and Darren Rosbach. I'm Jackson Wambach.
I'm Alex Sheehy.
I'm Federico Vegas.
And I'm Samantha Simmons.
Our hypothesis is that geothermal heat pumps on a big enough scale should be able to replace the steam heating system at WPI and provide sustainable and efficient heating and cooling to its buildings.
Once we had our hypothesis, we had to analyze the problem itself, which we did by reading old research papers, MQP reports, and publications by WPI. And the more we read, the more issues we found with WPI's heating system. Mainly, the heating system was designed and constructed in the late 1800s. And due to its age, and due to the fact that it's a steam-based system, WPI's heating system is incredibly inefficient. In fact, it accounts for 97.7% of WPI's Scope 1 emissions, which are the emissions that WPI can control.
Once we determined that WPI does indeed need a solution to its heating problem, we moved on to testing our hypothesis. Through our research, we wanted to answer three main questions. Has implementing geothermal at WPI been ruled out yet? Have other colleges done the same on their campuses? And can we find contractors to facilitate this project? Our findings showed that WPI has floated the idea of implementing geothermal at the rec center before. However, that idea failed because the technology was too new at the time. We also found that plenty of other colleges have implemented geothermal on their campuses, and WPI is actually quite late to the game on that. And we found promising signs that local companies that work on this scale do exist in New England, for example, the New England Geothermal Professional Association.
With our initial research, we started coming to a lot of dead ends, so we started reaching out to staff and faculty at WPI for interviews. The first two people that we reached out to were Nicole Louise and Eric Beatty. These two people are a part of our facilities team here at WPI, and these two people gave us a lot of information as how far the geothermal process was at WPI, and we realized that they're just in the beginning stages. So we know our project had a lot of potential, and which is why we are continuing our project so WPI faculty can see it and continue the process of implementing geothermal heat pump systems at WPI. And along with those staff, we also reached out to faculty Professor Bert S. Tilley, a part of the mathematical science department, with his research in geothermal heat transfer that helped us scale a lot of our project based on the information that he gave us in the interview.
Once we finalized all of our research, we summarized and analyzed our findings to the scale of what WPI would look like for implementing geothermal. In terms of sustainability, we found that over the lifespan of our project, we'd save around 800 million pounds of carbon emissions into the atmosphere that we would have otherwise emitted. We also found that it is compatible with renewable energy as WPI to move towards generating its own renewable energy. In terms of logistics, this would look like 1,300 200-foot wells drilled under Institute Park. And if we can't get a permit with the city, we can drill under parking lots and the football field on campus. For finances, we determined that we needed an initial investment of $26 million before the 30% tax rate provided by the government. This project would take 15 years to break even, and the lifespan of the project would be 50 years with $20 million in profits by the end of the lifespan.
After gathering our evidence, we looked back at our hypothesis and we decided that our findings in the categories of feasibility, financials, and the future of geothermal at WPI all supported our hypothesis. We were tasked with presenting our findings in both a poster and a website format. We formatted the poster to look at like a pipe heating up over time, and we decided to keep a minimal amount of information on the poster so that